Welcome to Sushmita's Maths class. Here, maths is made so easy and simple that you will all start loving it.
Today, we will study about compound interest. Students, we have already discussed simple interest in the previous video. Now, we will see what is the difference between the simple and compound interest when the principal, rate and time remains same. Let's take the principal P as 100. The rate is 10% per annum. Per annum means per year, and the time period is 3 years. Now first we will take out simple interest for 3 years. So you know the formula for simple interest is PRT upon 100. Now principal is 100, rate is 10 and time period is 3. So we are getting interest of rupees 30 in 3 years. Now we will find out compound interest. Compound interest for the first year. For first year, our principal is 100, rate is 10, and for the first year means first 1 year, we will get rupees 10 as interest because we have put the formula for simple interest. Now for the second year, when we calculate, our principals gets added to this interest. So our new principal is the amount of the first year. So amount becomes principal plus interest, that is 100 plus 10 is equal to 110, and this becomes the principal for the second year. So when we are saying PRT upon 100, it is 110 into rate is 10 and for 1 year. So here the interest becomes rupees 11. Now for the third year, again the amount becomes the principal. So amount is 110 plus 11, that is 121. So the principal becomes 121 into 10% for 1 year. So again it becomes 12.1. Now we can see that the total amount is 121 plus 12.1, that is 133.1. So the interest is equal to amount minus principal. So interest is amount minus principal, that comes to be, here we will do 133 minus 100 with which we had started, so it becomes 33.1 rupees, 33 and 10 paisa. See, in case of simple interest we got just 30 rupees after 3 years, but in case of compound interest we got 3 rupees 10 paisa extra. To cut that long calculation of finding compound interest, we have a formula for it. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Now the formula for finding out amount is principal multiplied by 1 plus rate upon 100 and the time period. So with the same one where we had principal 100, rate of interest 10 and time period 3, we will place it over here. 100, 1 plus 10% into 3. So it is 110 upon 100 to the power of 3. Now with this cancellation, I get 100 into 11 by 10 multiplied by 11 by 10 multiplied by 11 by 10. Now as you know, the cube root of 11 is 1, 3, 3, 1 and this 10. So the amount becomes 133.1 and the interest is, again compound interest is amount is 133.1 and our principal is 100, so 33.1, that is rupees 33 and 10 paisa. So when we use this formula, we are cutting the long process of finding out simple interest 3 times. We are getting the interest in this manner. We calculate the compound interest for half year, that is semi-annually. Semi-annually means half year. Here the rate becomes half. Along with the year, the rate becomes half, that is R by 2. And the time period is doubled, that is time becomes 2t. So the formula for finding out the amount for half year is P1 plus, either we write it like this, R by 2 upon 100 and 2t, or we simply make this 200 plus R upon 200 and 2t. Now we take the principal as 10,000. The time period is 2 years and the rate is 20% per annum. PA stands for per annum. Now we will find out annually as well as half yearly or semi-annually. So for annually, again, the amount principal is 10,000. Then 1 plus rate is 20% and the time period is 2. So it comes out to be 120 upon 100 into 2, cancellation, multiplied by 12 upon 10 into 12 upon 10. So again cancellation. So 12 square is 144 into 100. So the amount is 14400. Now this is annually, and the same if we calculate for semi-annually. The amount we will find out for semi-annually. Principal is 10,000, it remains same. 1 plus either r by 200 or we just divide the rate into half. So half of 20 is half of 20, that is 10%. And 2t. So here the time is 2 years, here it becomes 4. So 10,000, 110 upon 100 and 4 times. So by cancelling this, now we have to multiply this 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, here also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 11. 121 into 121, it becomes 14641. So this is the amount calculated when we calculated semi-annually. Now what is the difference? So here it is 14641, the amount we are getting after 2 years when we are calculating semi-annually, and this is when we are calculating annually. So the difference is 241 rupees we are getting more when we are calculating compound interest semi-annually. Now we will do another question where the interest is compounded semi-annually. See here, the principal is 1 lakh and at the rate of 8% per annum, means per year, and the time period is 1.5 years, and it is calculated or compounded semi-annually. Now here the time period is 1.5 years. In 1.5 years, half year, semi-annually means half year, we get 3 half years. 3 half years or 6 months we are getting. So here, and this rate becomes half because we are compounding semi-annually. So 8 by 2 is equal to 4%. Now for the formula, A is equal to principal. Then 1 plus r by 2 upon 100, and here the time period will become 3 because we are getting 3 times half year. So the principal is 1 lakh. 1 plus r by 2 is 4 upon 100 and the time period is 3. So we solve this. 104 upon 100. Multiplied by 104 upon 100 into 104 upon 100, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 104, we are multiplying 3 times, it comes to be 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 6, 4 upon 10. So we place a point over here. So the amount comes to be rupees 1, 1, 2, 4, 86.40 paisa. Now the next question is, find the compound interest on rupees 1,60,000 for 1 year at the rate of 20% per annum if the interest is compounded quarterly. So here the principal is 1,60,000. Now the time period is 1 year, which is broken into 4 parts. That is quarterly. Quarterly means 1/4. So how many 1/4 are there in 1 year? 4 1/4 makes 1 whole year. So when the year is divided into 1/4 part, that is, it is recurring 4 times. And now the rate is also divided into 4 parts. So rate will be 20 into 1/4. That is 20 by 4 makes it 5%. 5% quarterly, because here the rate is mentioned as 20% per annum. So annum is divided into 4 parts. So here it becomes 4 times. Now formula here for the amount is principal into 1 plus rate by 4 upon 100, and time becomes 4t. The principal is 16,000, 1,60,000. Here rate becomes 5%, 5 by 100, and it is 4 into 1 year is 4. Now we will solve this. On cancellation, we get so 1, 6, 4 zeros multiplied by 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 multiplied by 21 by 20. So all these zeros, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, so they are also cancelled. Now we are left with 4 21s. 21 into 21 into 21 into 21 is equal to 194481. So this is the amount we are getting, and if we want to find out the compound interest, we have to subtract. For finding out compound interest, we have to subtract principal from the amount. So our amount is 1,94,481 minus 1,60,000. So the interest becomes 34,481.
If you find the video useful, like, share and subscribe.